Welcome to Peacock NBA Monday, presented by Xfinity.
And we welcome you into downtown Minneapolis for a big Western Conference showdown. Second night of a back-to-back for these two teams. The Golden State Warriors making their way out here on the floor. They got the better of the Timberwolves last night, pulling the way after a monster third quarter. The Timberwolves looking for a little bit of get back tonight. And we welcome you inside Target Center. I'm Michael Grady here at the desk. We'll hear from Austin Rivers and Robbie Hummel in a matter of moments. For virtually everybody here in the building and in the community, there's still time to process everything that's happened over the course of the weekend and the fatal shooting of Minneapolis resident Alex Preddy by federal agents on Saturday morning. The game between the Warriors and the Timberwolves, originally scheduled for Saturday, was postponed until yesterday. There was a moment of silence held to honor Preddy just prior to the national anthem, and players and coaches from both teams have expressed their support for the community. This is a community that fights passionately for what they believe in. They love hard, they protect their own, and I just want to extend love and prayers to the great and resilient people here in the Twin Cities. So many have made their way into the building tonight to cheer on the Timberwolves. The Wolves have lost 5 games in a row, looking to get back on the right track. Again, this is our on-the-bench game, and covering the Timberwolves tonight, well, he's chatting it up with Mike Conley right now. Austin Rivers, we'll hear from Austin in a moment. He's getting some good information from Mike Conley, the veteran. Let's send it over to the other side. The Warriors, meanwhile, coming off a win last night over this Timberwolves squad, Robbie Hummel, and they're feeling pretty good, even though they have a number of guys out for this one.
Well, you think about just the way they were able to play. Now, they had more of their full complement of guys yesterday, but the forced turnovers, and you have to think about the pace and maybe even a little bit of crashing on the offensive glass can be a blueprint for how Golden State plays going forward in the absence of Jimmy Butler. But you look at the lineup tonight, there's going to be no Steph Curry, there's no Draymond Green, Al Horford's not playing back-to-backs, neither is DeAnthony Melton. So the starting lineup and the lineup altogether is going to look a little bit different. But remember, Michael, just a couple weeks ago, Austin and I, we were in Philadelphia. The 76ers were as hot as anybody. Denver goes in there, no Jokic, no Jamal Murray. Their top 7 was not playing. They were able to go in there and get a win. This is always opportunity for some of those other guys. You're going to see plenty of opportunity for a guy like Pat Spencer. He's starting tonight. Even you look at Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, 2 guys that obviously play a lot. We'll see. Tonight's the night to get those FGAs up.
Yeah, and on this side, this team's coming in 5 in a row. They're 27-19, probably coming off their worst loss of the season yesterday where they didn't really have a chemistry with their team. You compound that with the fact that their superstar player is out of the game tonight. There's a lot of reasons, a lot of excuses. Grady, you kind of touched up on it. What's going on here in Minneapolis outside of basketball? They have every excuse possible to be distracted and kind of continue to let go of the rope. But it still stands. We're here to play basketball. We got a job to do. We got to get back on track. This is too good of a team. They've gone to the conference finals 2 times in a row, and they're having a good season. It's just the ebbs and flows of this team going through these stages where they lose 5, win 5. Tonight they got an opportunity. It's a must-win on a back-to-back team. They got some payback to do. They got to go get this win.
We're going to get to our starting lineups and opening tip momentarily for the second night in a row. It's Warriors, Wolves coming up on Peacock. Third meeting of the season between these two teams, and the second night of a back-to-back. Notable inactives for the Warriors is Steph Curry not playing tonight, no Draymond Green, no Al Horford, Jonathan Kuminga is out, DeAnthony Melton not playing on the second night of a back-to-back, knee injury management, and of course Jimmy Butler suffering the torn ACL. For the Timberwolves, no Anthony Edwards, you're calling it foot injury management, and so he's not going to play in this ball game. So an opportunity for a number of guys to step up in this ball game. You see Julius Randle there. He, along with Jaden McDaniels and Naz Reid, collectively averaged 51 points a game. They only had a combined 14 last night in the blowout loss to Golden State. Quentin Post on the center circle with the big fella Rudy Gobert. Again, this is another one of our on-the-bench games. Robbie Hummel covering the Warriors, Austin Rivers, on the side of the Timberwolves. Our officials tonight, our crew chief is Sean Wright, alongside Nick Booker and Derek Collins. That's Booker to toss it up, and we are underway.